So I'm Robert Singerman. I'm in the music business for a long time, and I come from a background of working with artists, artist development, booking agent, manager, set up a few record companies, Roadrunner in America, Fetish Records, a bunch of other stuff. Done some music supervision, that's why I'm here. I'm a partner in Sync Summit, actually, Paris, New York, LA. I work with a lot of music conferences, CMJ, Music Marathon, Canadian Music Week, New Music Seminar, one in Dublin. I represent the music of Brazil for North America. I used to represent the music of France and Europe for the States for Europe, and France was North America. About 5 years, a European Union project and a French project. Right now I'm involved in the DotMusic initiative. There's 8 companies bidding for DotMusic, new top-level domain, probably the most valuable new top-level domain. We're one of 2 bidding in community, which will start to work together. I've been working for the last 10 years on really giving music subtitles and also dubbing technology. Subtitles are really just metadata tags with lyric translations, legal lyric translations. That's coming to fruition soon because you might not have heard this, but YouTube is actually capturing, crowdsourcing lyric translations and showing them legally but not monetized. It's under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, like most of the lyric translation sites have been. So that's been 10 years. I work with partners in a company in China, partners in a company in Brazil, both of which are big streaming and music sales companies, but they also have different aspects that make them different than Spotify or Deezer or RDO, some advantages. I work with a company in Korea who's doing a new mobile app called Vinyl, rhymes with vinyl. I'm on the board of the best back-end festival app for Coachella and for about 150 other festivals called Mercado Music out of northeastern Canada. And also I've been working with Olympia, which does Coachella and Bonnaroo front-end app that all the consumers see. When I see a new technology that I like, I usually will figure out some way to assist them, some way to work with them, more or less. LyricFind is the main one in a way. I'm actually negotiating the rights in 30 countries for all the independent publishers, because they have deals with the major publishers and the worldwide publishers, the Peer Musics, Ultra Musics, Alfreds of the world, but they don't have deals with the independent publishers. So we're looking for one entity in each country to funnel the rights, aggregate the rights from all the independent publishers, put them on all the sites that we who are our clients, we license to, like Shazam, SoundHound, Nokia, Samsung, Microsoft Bing, YouTube, Amazon, Pandora, pretty much all the sites that show legal lyrics and all the legal lyric sites. I think the biggest one is MetroLyrics.com and Lyrics.com. I mean, you were in the lyrics business, so you know. We enabled all of these sites that can't get the licenses to get the licenses from us, and we pay the publishers then. In those contracts, we're adding legal lyric translations, and in that way, we're actually getting the rights to do lyric translations and to monetize lyric translations, thereby giving YouTube a way to pay the publishers for the lyric translations they do, YouTube, Spotify, Deezer, etc. So we're bringing this legal lyric translations into reality now, after 10 years of working on the project, pushing YouTube, pushing everybody else to actually understand the concept, pushing the publishers to be able to actually license the rights. So it's currently completely unlicensed rights. So legal lyric translations will mean that I can understand a song in Russian or Polish or Mandarin, and they can understand our songs, and disappearing languages, songs can be captured forever because of the translations, things like that. It's a new top-level domain. Right now, there's 8 applicants for the top-level domain, including Google, Amazon, 4 other portfolio companies funded by venture capital that are actually aggregating many dot whatevers. And then there's one guy who's been involved in it for about 9 years. You can win the application in 2 manners. It's a bidding situation, or it's given to the community. So what Konstantin Roussos, who's really the leader of the group that I'm working with, has been doing for the last 9 years, first of all, is lobbying to get ICANN to actually offer new top-level domains. He's reserved the name .music in 27 countries. There's very important consequences for the music industry if the highest bidder gets it and it's not protecting the music industry. 1 is copyrights, 2 is income. we're actually redistributing the income, and this was Konstantin's idea, that from the sales of DotMusic, ASCAP.music, all the publishers of ASCAP.music, all the publishers of RAW.music or wherever in the world, the organizations would be able to actually generate income on the sales to their members of the domains, not all going to GoDaddy or whoever it is who sells domains in those countries. So it's actually a huge potential income for the music industry, and it's huge protections of copyrights. Because .music will become like .edu, a vetted, we can take the domain back if anybody's doing copyright infringement. So if somebody invests in a .music and then selling stuff that they don't have the rights to sell, we can just say, oh, bye, we have it back. So there's a lot of protections built in that obviously Google or Amazon or the venture capital companies, all they really care about is making money or protecting their own brand, their own, in the case of Google and Amazon, they have their own initiatives in music, very, very significant initiatives. So right now we're in a stage that's actually getting close to the end, which would be community evaluations. Again, this has been like a 9-year project. The community evaluations, which for our 2 companies will happen relatively soon. Most people in the music industry do not want it to go to Google because Google represents such a large percentage through YouTube. We don't want to, the music industry doesn't want to give them more power. Even though they represent a lot of income, power and income. So I guess that gives you a background on .music.